see a squad from the back. The Central Michigan Chippewas taking on last year's national champion, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Chippewas will kick it away to start us off. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Golden Gophers offense will have the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense.
Turning it on! Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Wants to throw on first down. And as he throws, they're working that left side. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO fire complete to the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
And the Golden Gophers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Golden Gophers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Makes the catch. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a team to start this game off.
So Central Michigan's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine of linebacker, Dave.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle, not just in pass coverage for the matchup, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. Two guys we know.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. The Chippewas want to crank the tempo. Back to pass, it's Roberts. Shoots it to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Chippewas send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Cobb sledding near as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Gets it out quickly. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Dragging him, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another.
Just steamrolling the defense. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Golden Gopher. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Roberts. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Chippewas want to pick up the tempo.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the throw to the sideline is complete, but will be enough for the first down. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Behind the gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Chippewas will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. There he goes! Bulldozes his way through. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
The give on the inside. Smack! Just shedding tackles. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Illegal blocking on that. Offense.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. to the air on first down. That's caught. It's Ramsey. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Slithers into space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They've got nothing done so far. They already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to that.
Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Chippewas moving quickly to the line. Trying to pick it up on the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Roberts. Throws to the wideout. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. And the Chippewas will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Now it's a really nice job by this defense maintaining outside leverage and knocking him down behind the line. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Flips it out on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Zings it complete to the right. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Ramsey. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. New set of downs after the completion.
They're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Golden Gophers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He breaks the tackle. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Touchdown, Golden Gopher! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking downfield on first down. It's caught. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll try to do it himself. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the run. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And he makes the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Minneapolis when that town is buzzing as it is today.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. To the ground with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Might as well give it to him again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Complete to the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Golden Gophers are on the move. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Golden Gophers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they'll finish the line at the end zone. And here comes the punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Just needs a crack to get a return. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. He's got an open man.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up with.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
There are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have, with the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Fights off a defender. Touchdown, Minnesota! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
That's why, as a defense, you have to gang tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you could tell. Once his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles.
The Chippewas come to the line with a new set of downs.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Chips.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Here's the handoff. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this fourth down conversion. He is stopped short, and they'll run it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. And the Golden Gophers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Runs through the tackle. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
A lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this year. They're still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Right on the money. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Fast completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The give and tick, 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 tick. Hard running there. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Get it out on the screen. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Golden Gophers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. Got enough space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing